New documentary released today just in time for Blood Cancer Awareness Month tells the story of a father struggling to come to terms with his rare blood cancer diagnosis. Joining us now with more about this powerful film is Nick Napolitano, who is featured in the documentary, along with Sara Goldberger, an advocate for the disease community. Thank you both so much for being with us.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Nick, can we start with how this documentary came to be and how you actually got involved?
Sure. So after being diagnosed with polycythemia vera, which is part of a group of rare blood cancers, I quickly realized that awareness is the most important part, and awareness not with the individuals that are currently going through it, but awareness with those who have yet to be diagnosed and might be experiencing some symptoms. So I very recently decided publicly to talk about my story, and I did that through a great awareness program on voicesofmpn.com. And it was through there where Cynthia Wade, who is an Academy Award-winning director, contacted me and asked for some help on putting a national spotlight on individuals and their unique experiences dealing with the disease. And
how do you really think this movie, one, touches you and also will help others?
Yeah, so it touches me in a lot of different ways. As someone who has been diagnosed with a rare blood cancer that there isn't a cure for. It's rare in general and rare to be diagnosed at the age that I was. I have a young family, two beautiful children and a beautiful wife. So it really hits home. It really, the movie shows how I deal with this on a mental basis in addition to all the symptoms that come with it. And so, I was diagnosed very quickly. That's not always the case with a rare disease, especially this one. There's usually a long, winding road, a confusing road. And through this documentary, I really want awareness for people to understand what the disease is, what the symptoms are, and knowing that there's help out there, a lot of help.
Sara, how important is this, or why is this so important that we're bringing this spotlight?
Well, it's important because it is a rare disease, and it's possible that you could be living with the disease and never encounter anybody else. It's not like some other cancers where you know plenty of people, so people often feel isolated. We really want people to understand that they're not alone, that there is a community of support, even though it is a rare cancer, that even though it's a complicated disease, as Nick indicated, lots of different ways that it's expressed in terms of symptoms, in terms of progression. There is, at this point, no cure, but there is hope, and people can enjoy very good quality of life. And finally, we want people to be educated about the disease so that they can make good, informed decisions about their health care. They can have good conversations with their healthcare team about what might be best for them. So those three things are what we really want people to know.
Can you tell us where I can go online to maybe find those resources, and of course where we can watch this documentary?
Sure. The place to see the documentary is voicesofnpn.com, and we're going to keep it very simple for you. Also on that site are a host of curated, respected links to websites that have a lot of information about coping with the disease, about the disease-specific information, about other practical resources that are important to people who are living with an NPN. So voicesofnpn.com, one-stop shop.
Sara, thank you so much for that information. And Nick, thank you so much for opening up about your personal journey.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us.
We'll be right back.